Oh, y'all want another video?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants here for another installment of Matthew's Rants, Raves, and Reviews. We have Real Housewives of Atlanta to talk about tonight, or today. When am I posting this? In the morning, so bring it back. Yeah. Last night was kind of boring. The episode was like, womp womp. A couple things happened here or there, and I'm just going to address a few things. So if I don't get to something that you thought should have been talked about, I apologize. I really was in and out on the show, personally. But next week, we will talk about it a little bit later. Now, all right, so let's jump into this boring episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I'm just going to go through the queens individually here. If I forgot to say something, all that good stuff, okay? Now, I'll go ahead and start with Candy first. With Candy, Carmen's leaving, who's a part of the Team Candy crew, or Candy Coded Productions, however that goes. And she's going into an insurance business, so congratulations to Carmen. We've seen Carmen since forever on the show. So it's nice to see that setup. You know, you help somebody out, you have someone that works with you, and then you help them out and also invest into their business. So Candy is showing that she is a real friend and also a business person that way. So shout out to Candy for that. Now, when they got into the whole Portia discussion, I always hate it when I see that whole group start talking about stuff. And then I think to myself, come on, Matthew, you and your friends would do the same thing. Not really, but sometimes if it's, I guess, whatever. But I was like, do we really have to go there? Don't let that be a part of your storyline, Candy. Like, you already got a whole lot of other stuff going on that we personally care about. But that was that for Candy, for me. Yeah, that was pretty much her bit for for this episode. She was not really shown. Nene as well, it wasn't like a lot happening. It just, they gave her some things, I guess, to talk about. But really, Greg's health is a concern right now, and he ended up in the hospital and was going to have surgery. And Nene, it seemed like she was taking it light, but, certain people take things like that, which comes to people being, sick or in the hospital, death. Everyone handles it in their own way. It wasn't really like anything else. I guess I'm glad there was, conversations with Cynthia. But yeah, there you go. Speaking of Cynthia, that man was fine. Let's just be real about it. Go ahead, Cynthia. Now, you went from Norbit, is that the name? That was Norbit, right? The Eddie Murphy movie? Okay. Not that funny. But Norbit to this, I just kept saying, I had to pause it, rewind back. I just want a whole scene again. Okay. That you can do. Do that. Continue to do that, Cynthia. Continue. Okay? Insert 2 quarters. Fight. Round 1. Go for it, sis. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Cynthia. Now I need to talk about Kenya, Portia, and Sheree. Those 3 kept me interested in tonight's episode. I'll give you my examples. I'll start with Sheree. All right, y'all. Is it me, or does Sheree just have the worst luck with planning any party? Like, period. Like, don't plan parties anymore. Not to say you shouldn't. I think you should have somebody on your behalf do them for you without you ever being filmed doing them, because they always seem to go through a horrible, horrible transition into actually happening. They even showed the clip from 8 years ago. I couldn't believe 8 years ago. 8 years ago? I was like, damn, that was a long time ago. She wore that man out. Who gonna check me, boo? Neck roll, eyebrows up, and bam. And that was Sheree's, probably her most famous scene that she's ever done on the show. But yeah, the party planner was a little dick, I guess. Well, not a dick, but more of a bitch. The party planner basically wasn't trying to work with Sheree, and Sheree's like, where you at? What's going on here? Now, Sheree was abrasive, but you would be too. It's your mom's birthday party that you're planning. So, I don't know. To me, I feel like she didn't hang up the phone and she was talking all that shit and she overheard it, or somebody who was at the house that worked with the party planner or something like that was texting her, because she came back with that text saying, I feel there's some tension and I don't want to be a part of this, and whoop, 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 whoop. And it's an hour and a half before the party starts and shit's not done. Linens have to be picked up. I said, baby, I hope Sheree didn't pay her the full deposit because that's not it. But that was a mess. And Sheree cussing up a storm. I don't know why that was entertaining to me. To me, I was feeling her pain. I hate being frustrated, but girl, to get this mic off me. Side note, Sheree's body's everything. It is. Her body is one done girl. So let's go to Kenya. Hi, Kenya. Hey, girl. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Kenya, baby, I've been with you this whole season. No, it's only been 3 episodes. So I know. Whatever. Kenya. Why? Why, girl? Why did you let them film you leaving, I don't know, 8 voicemails for your husband? 8. And it wasn't like in different scenes that you're calling him and you're leaving a voicemail. Same setting. You kept on having to read. I don't know if it's, I hope it was 1 message she sent and not 8. Because it was like, really, sis? 1 message was just to tell him that the dogs peed in the wedding dress. It looked like you were, it looked fake. And it makes me feel like they're setting you up to look like what you have isn't real. I believe her relationship is real. I believe her marriage is, she did it for, you know, she loves the man. They did it privately. They didn't want a whole lot of people involved. They had to do it that way to protect what they have. I get it. But when it comes down to now you're asking everybody to believe in you and this and that and the other, and you don't want to give any information, it's time to go. Now it's time to leave because they're now trying to make you look like a fool. They tried to make you look like a fool last night, sis. I have to be on her side with this one. I have to be on her side with this one. I didn't like that. I was like, why did they do that? Is that because, I mean, all the days you could have filmed and all the things you could have filmed and what happened in that day, that's what we're going to show people? Her leaving several voicemails that are going on and on and on, saying this and that and the other about how much she loves her husband and I miss you and this and that and the third. We don't even know if the man is in the same state or anything about it, which I don't need to know. But then again, if I was invested into Kenya and I was her friend and this and the other, blah, 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 and I was a television show trying to bring out the personal stuff so that the audience knows what's the tea and nothing is given, I'm going to show some bullshit. And that's what we got. The second part of that bullshit was when, what was it, Nene and I think Cynthia was already there, but Nene then showed up and they go to the closet. And all the clothes that are on hangers have tags still on them. Now, that could be clearly her just buying some new clothes whenever he travels into the city. He doesn't have to worry about packing a bag, checking any luggage. I already have clothes at my house. That is cute. I live for that, if that is the case. Now, if that's, I forgot to take these off before I got here, and these are on display, and I have these clothes up like this is where a man's clothes should be. I don't know. But it did look weird, and I don't know, again, if it's another setup, just because that's what was shown, the camera's in there, whatever, but that's what we're given. And I thought that was crazy. So, yeah, I need them to not, I feel like they're coming for Kenya a little bit on this season. Like, they're just trying to make her look like a lunatic. And remember, all the previous seasons, we assumed she was a lunatic, that she was this crazy person who paid dues to basically be in a relationship with her for television so she wouldn't look crazy, make up accusations of abuse and lying and all that type of stuff, but shit came out as the truth. Not all of it, but most of it came out as the truth. So now it's like, well, I don't like to see you looking desperate when you're already married and that they're trying to make you look like a frog, girl. So I don't know. Get it together. And that will lead to what we're going to talk about after this next individual for next week's episode. But to Portia. Okay, so I need to know in the comment section, everybody down below, tell me what you feel about Portia and that whole argument with her sister. To me, this is how I look at it. So Portia was a little demeaning to her. No, not a little. No, Portia was basically demeaning, like when she was talking to her sister. And she was very condescending when it came to a point when Lauren started to address what her issue was. Now, I agree with Portia. Why now are we bringing this up? You're bringing it up in the middle of the whole explanation that we're trying to do on behalf of the business that we're trying to present. I get that. But at the same time, when Portia was saying what she wanted to do, she had nothing together. It was, well, I want to have a beauty salon. I've been a patron of a beauty salon. I have hair that I sell, so I should have a beauty salon. I don't want to do any work in the beauty salon. I want to hire some people who know what to do to get the beauty salon together, but I'm the face of the beauty salon because I'm this person now and everyone loves me. She didn't say that, but come on now. And then we get to this whole my business, and it's my business, and I want my business to do well, and it's my company. And I'm like, Lauren is sitting right there. She is a co-owner with you, girl. She does all the work, and we've seen her do all the work. You had this argument last season. What's going on? So when Lauren addresses the issue, or better yet, I'll explain to where Portia was mad at Lauren for then every time that Portia said something that didn't make any sense, Lauren would interject. And Portia felt like she was, stepping over her. And to me, I'm like, Portia, I feel you, but you kind of had nothing and you just threw out a word and you were like, uh-huh. So what do you guys think? You know what I mean? And I don't know. I didn't like how Portia was talking to her sister when it came down to, have I not done anything for you? Have I not put you through any of this stuff? Okay, then if you've done stuff for people, I get that too. Where if you've put in a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of money in, and you've helped people out in situations, yeah, it's, how are you going to say I haven't done anything for you when these are all the things that I've done? But sometimes I feel like if I've already done those things, I shouldn't have to readdress it with you. You already know I did those things for you. I don't have to bring it up to prove that I'm loyal or whatever. But with Lauren's case it's that you're saying that this is yours and it has nothing to do with me. And I don't feel appreciated for my work that I do with your company, which is a lot of fucking work. Y'all two need to get together. You're living in the same house, allegedly, from the show, what they tell us. You live in the same house. You're working together. That's normally a recipe for disaster. When Lauren walked out talking about, I'll just have to find a place to live with me and my baby out in the street, I said, oh, okay, Lauren. I said, Lauren, you threw a slug out there. Now, Portia, oh, girl, all that drama and the dramatics. You just were dramatic, sis. What do you mean? All right. So, again, as you can clearly tell, I'm over Portia this season, whatever. I'm hoping she has a breakthrough or something happen. I want them all to be friendly, honestly. But then again, we have said this is a boring season so far. But next week? Oh, next week? Oh, my God. If you watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Portia was on and Dr. Jackie. If you saw that clip for next week where Kenya and Kim go at it, that is going to be the key cackle of all the key cackles. I'm telling you, it was like the tit for tat. Basically, Kenya was reading. It was like Kenya read. Basically, Kim said something stupid. Like, Kim's like, girl, your marriage isn't real. Okay, here we go. Kenya then started talking about how she looked. And it's like a dig. She said, why are you talking about people, what's not real, girl? And she's talking about, she did make a joke that was about, something to relate to her having surgery and used to being a man, which is not a funny joke to make. Very sensitive community with the transgender community. So I don't agree with that. When I hear jokes like that too, I always go, why do people do that to take someone down? That's kind of silly. But it hit. Then she said about her hair. Then she said about her face. But when she said her daughter was a motherfucking, she said she pimped out her daughter for John Legend tickets. I was done. Kim got up so fast and that clip ended and I'm ready to see the episode. So next week, y'all, I'm sure we'll have a very interesting episode, or they may play us and we get the last 5 minutes of fuckery. We'll see. Tell me what you thought of tell me what you thought of last night's episode. Comment down below. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. And remember, we do have Dragula going on, that we're going to have our episodes posted. I keep saying Married to Medicine. I apologize for my lack in following through with that. I do watch the episodes. Every time it's weird when it comes on Fridays. I'm normally out doing something. So I'll try to make like a full recap of all the episodes so far so we can just get there. Because next week's, or Friday's episodes, I should say, looks really good. So thank you again for joining me. Hope you all have a great Monday.